Yes, it's now almost a year since the government told people in Scampton that their former RAF base would be used to house asylum seekers. And today, news that the fight to stop them will continue to the bitter end. The Home Office have said that the first arrivals could come as early as the 14th of April. But West Lindsey District Council say they're going back to court yet again to try and stop them. Despite pressure on local authority finances, they insist that spending more money on court action is the right thing to do. More now from our correspondent Paul Murphy.
Disappointed, but it's not the end.
Whichever way you look at it, this is the wrong plan and it's the wrong place.
We're not going to go away. The taxpayer of this country doesn't think it's acceptable.
We'll lobby MPs, we'll keep writing letters, we'll do whatever we can, but we're fighting a losing battle.
Protests, petitions and legal argument. For nearly a year, this messy fight between a tiny local authority and the Home Office has probably generated more heat than light. For a second time, West Lindsey District Council is taking the government to court to try to stop up to 2,000 asylum seekers being sent to RAF Scampton.
What we want to do, we want the government to think about what they're doing, hold a number of talks with us, which they've refused to do up to now. You know, we're willing to sit around the table and have a negotiation in terms of what they're planning to do on that site and do it in a more meaningful way and have that open dialogue with us.
The council says it wants to protect the fabric of this historic airbase and its rural nature. But court cases cost money, and this is a big district where other communities say they're in need of investment.
So how do people here feel about their local authorities spending all this money on a legal fight on something taking place 15 miles away?
Well, there's better things to be spending money on, isn't there, really? Yeah.
Well, like public services?
Yeah, public services, healthcare, that sort of thing.
My father, he was mid-upper gunner in the Lancaster bomber, and I just feel as though there's no respect for veterans.
Should public money be spent on barristers to fight it?
No, I don't think it should.
Right.
Not at all. Because it's money that we, communities are losing out on.
So I've just bumped into Sir Edward Lee, and he's reading the council's press release on my phone. Let's see what he makes to it.
I went to the last court case. There were 6 bewigged barristers appearing for West Lindsey and 6 bewigged barristers appearing for the government.
It's a lot of money.
All being paid by you and me, the taxpayer. And that's why I've said again to the government, why don't you stop all this nonsense and have a compromise? If on one small part of the site, say the Airman's Blocks, a couple of 100 asylum seekers carefully ringed off.
The council won't tell us how much it's spending on these courtroom battles, but as arguments about the future of this base become more entrenched, hopes of a compromise seem further away than ever. Paul Murphy, BBC Look North.